What's up, everybody? So about to be replacing the actuator. I've been doing a lot of work on this van the past few days, so still got a lot of content I haven't uploaded yet, but I've been super busy. But the actuator's going out. There's like 2-3 different actuators, but the one that's going out on this Dodge Caravan is the one that controls the thermostat. So just listen. Open that door, it's gonna start clicking insanely loud. And there it goes. The actuator that has gone bad is way up here. And can't see anything right now, so I need to get a flashlight. So I'm gonna get a flashlight. I'm gonna show y'all where the actuator is at. The new one I bought is right here. Actually, let me open up from this end since I already did that. Here's the new actuator. Gotta unplug the sensor. Still clicking. And then probably like 3 screws. That looks like a where it slides into. But I'm going to disconnect the battery so that that stops, and so that it's not trying to turn on me while I'm trying to pull it off. So I'm going to disconnect the battery. I'm going to show y'all where it's at, and then I'm going to replace it. So obviously it's going to be very tight. I'm not going to be able to replace it with the camera up in there. So I'll show y'all the location, and then I'll replace it, and then we'll hear that the clicking stops. All right, so I'm about to show you where the actuator is. And if it helps, get a magnetic flashlight. And there it is right there. So it is 2 screws that looks like it holds it in. And unplug the sensor, and that should be it. So I say, but there's always something else that runs into it. But I'm going to unplug that sensor, take off the screws, and then replace it. And then after I replace it, that should be it. Everything should be good. AC should kick on. The thermostat should go straight to heat, cold. The clicking should stop. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll take that off, swap it out, and then we'll test it. All right, so the socket that's going to take is a T20. It fits on there perfectly. Only thing I have is a 1/4 inch in that size, so I'm using a 3/8 to a 1/4 inch adapter with an extension and whatever ratchet I can get to fit in there. Also, one other thing, don't forget to disconnect your battery. So I only disconnected the negative side. That's all you have to do. And so I disconnected that, and now I am about to get started on it. So as I said, once I get out, I'm going to show y'all the comparison. I'm going to show it to the new one, and then I'm going to put the new one in and then go from there. All right, people, so the female to the male connector, the little plug-in, there's a little red tab you got to kind of push up, and to make things easier, since it is a tight squeeze going in there, you can use a long flat head screwdriver. And so use the tab. So this is a screwdriver that I have. I have an assortment. But there is the tab. So there's the red tabs I was talking about on the top. Use a flathead screwdriver to push up the red tabs, and then there's a little piece right there. Push up, you got to push in on it and then push up with the screwdriver, and I'll unplug the sensor. And so, and to put it back in, you just pop it in and easy peasy. All right, so I got the old one out. It took me about like 5 minutes. The biggest problem was my back pain. So having back pain sucks. But anyway, here's the old one. So, whew, bugs. Here's the old one. It only took 2 screws and unplugged the sensor. And here's a new one. So I'm gonna check it out, or put this one in and then go from there. All right, so I'm gonna put the new one in and it should work, no problems. All right, people, so it was inevitable. I was trying to do it on my back, but I'm in too much pain. So I took this plate off. There's 4 screws. Took this off. Got to be careful. There's a clamp on the inside. So if you have trouble on your back and you can't get to it, here it is right here. And now it's easy access going straight to it. So just to give you a heads up if you run into problems with it. All right, so now I'm tired, my back hurts, but got to replace. I had to have my wife come in and help me because my back was just bothering me too bad. But anyway, don't knock me for it. But here it is. I took all these pieces down and I was putting it in wrong, and it took my wife to say that it goes in sideways. Because when I was upside down, it was really hard to tell. And because when I had all these panels right here on, it was just super hard to tell that it went in at an angle. So now I'm going to connect the battery and see if it makes that knocking noise, that annoying knocking noise. So here we go. All right, just hooked up the battery. This started happening later, the flashing light. So if anything, that might be another actuator going out, because you got different ones from what I've read. You got one that operates the control dials over here, and then you got one that operates the selector switch. But I do not hear the actuator going off. I might have to replace that actuator too. Just flashing, and now it's not. All right, got the AC on. And it is blowing cold. All right, now I'll turn the AC off. Turn it to heat, and there we go. It's working. No more knocking, no more clicking. And since where I'm in Georgia, I'm not going to leave the heat on long. Whew. It's working. All right. Heat's coming on. Turn it back over to AC. And there we go. It is fixed. No more knocking. Sounds good. Forgive me because I'm tired. So that is that. I fixed the annoying knocking noise. It's not knocking anymore, but might have to replace another actuator. So great. But I don't know, it just stinks going underneath the dash sometimes. But it's fixed, no more knocking. And I guess I'll show y'all when I do that other actuator. It's just that recently just started happening, where you have to wait a few seconds because the rear defrost is flashing. And so I'm just like, okay, well, great. But here we go. Problem solved, fixed. Just got to piece this together. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and continue to support me and follow me. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Stay tuned.